cover the body field, let's move on to a page I have a little more text on. On this page, you can see that the body field functions pretty similarly to programs such as Word or Google Docs. You have options such as bold, italics, alignment, and even things such as bullets and numbering. There are a few areas you may find work slightly differently, however. For example, linking. To create a link, I'm going to highlight the words that I want to link, so in this case, Office of Academic Affairs, and I'm going to click on the chain link icon. Now here, I'm actually going to go over to the OAA website and copy the URL and paste it into this field. The title field under here is very important on providing context on where a link is taking you. This is especially true for users of screen reading software who may need the extra information, as well as users who hover their mouse over a link. So for this one, it'll be pretty simple. This is just the Office of Academic Affairs website. And then I'm going to click Save. So what if I want to link to an internal page on the site, such as the facilities page we were just on? I'll do the same process, so I'm going to highlight the words labs or libraries up here and click on the link icon. Here, however, I'm going to start typing the title of my page since it's already part of the site. So facilities. And in this pop-down box, it's going to show all pages that have the word facilities in them. In this case, I only have to worry about one, so I'm just going to click on that. After that, it'll insert some Drupal code which will actually link to your page later. For here, the title is going to be pretty similar, but I'm going to put list of facilities available to DWM faculty, students, and staff. And this provides context that this link is taking you specifically to a list of facilities. So after this, I'm going to hit save. And then finally, if I want to link an email address, such as dwmadmin@osu.edu down here, I'm going to do the same process of highlighting the text, and I'm going to copy this email as well. Then I'm going to go to link. This time, though, I'm going to type in mail to, and then I'm going to paste my email address. And here I'll just put in email the Department of Web Marketing admins, and hit save. Next, we see several lines that look like they might be titles to sections. However, they're not very defined right now, so what we're going to do is actually change the text style for each of these. So for example, the first one, Get Involved, I'm going to highlight the text and come to this drop-down box that says normal. And this is actually just saying that it's the normal paragraph format right now. So I'm going to click on that and choose heading 2. And you'll notice that there's no heading 1, and this is because the title of the page itself is actually going to be a heading 1. So anything underneath is at least a heading 2. Underneath that, I have one more title that I want to make a heading 2. And then I have two subsections of this program setup section, so these will actually be heading 3s. And it's very important that you follow correct heading structure, so you would never put a heading 4 underneath a heading 2, even if you think it looks nicer or more visually appealing to you. This is because headings not only define themselves visually to regular sighted users of a page, but users of screen reading software can also skip around to specific headings or sections of a page that are more useful to them at the time, instead of having to go through all the text at one time. And this is very important for accessibility, so please remember to follow correct heading structure. As far as adding media to a page, I'm going to start by putting a mouse cursor where I want something like a picture or a video to go. So I'm going to start by putting it up here at our faculty, and I'm going to click on this little picture icon. That's actually the Media Embed button. So right here I can actually go in and upload images like we did for the slideshow, or I can use the image gallery to view images that have already been put on the site. So say I want to add this front office's image. I'll click on that so I get the green checkbox and hit select images. So here I can choose how to display the image as a percentage of the page width. So by default it's at 15, but you may want it to be a third of the page width, 50% or higher. So I'm going to choose a third right now and hit embed. It's automatically put my image in, but it's not quite where I want it. I want it to kind of wrap the text around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on my image, and this will pull up the same embed media box that I just had, and I'm going to choose Align Left and hit Embed. So now my image is actually in line with my text. And you may notice this image title up here, and this is purely for in-editor use. If I actually save the page and come out to view it out here, it's not going to show up in the live site. So I'm going to head back to Edit. To add media such as a file, I'm actually going to come down here and start by adding a new line. I'll go through the same process of Add Media. And you'll see right here that files and images are handled separately. So I have a View Images and a View Files tab, as well as an Upload Images and Upload Files tab. If I head over to View Files, you'll see I have the same type of list with 2 PDFs that are currently uploaded. However, I want to add a new one to the site. So I'm going to come to Upload Files, and I can either drag and drop the files directly into this gray area, or I can hit Select Files and choose my PDF or any other type of file that you need to upload except for videos, and hit Open. And at the time of filming, they are 2 separate fields, but when you go in to edit your site, you'll actually find that these have been merged into one. So right now, for name, I'm going to put in the name of the document, so example document. And then in brackets, I'm actually going to put the file type, so this was PDF. And this just makes it easier for people who are on your site to actually know what they are downloading. So I'm actually going to mirror this for both fields. For your single field, you'll just need to enter it once. And then I'm going to hit Select Files. Now here I'm going to change Display As to File Embed and click on the Embed button. And you'll see my file has actually just appeared down here. I'm going to hit Save. And now on the page itself, it's actually manifested into this display here that shows the file name as well as the file size. So if I click on this, it'll open up my document in a separate window for me. Coming back into Edit really quick, one more thing I want to point out is you also have a horizontal rule. So for instance, at the bottom here, I have a line that says questions, which doesn't particularly belong to any of the other parts of the page. I'm actually going to insert a horizontal rule in there so it looks a little nicer. So now, when I actually go save the page, I have a line above this one. Now that we've completed this topic, choose the next video on the right side of the screen, or view the entire playlist with the link on the left.